Good morning and welcome. So we also have someone from Retail Resilient on, which is maybe you can give me your name because it says Retail Resilient.
My name is Leigh.
Okay, Leigh. I'm just going to change it to Leigh there. We're going to start this morning. We changed the format of the show, so we're going to play commercials about halfway through. But I thought I would have Philip, who's a video expert, in my opinion, talk a little bit about video to start, but also he's going to give an AI example because the show's about AI video. So go ahead, Phil.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me here, Ian.
Yep, no worries.
Excited to be here. My company, we've been doing video for a long time, specifically on video merchandising. So merchandising your inventory through a walk around video. And one of the tools that we have is to allow the salesperson to send a personalized video to a incoming lead. What we've done, the challenge that we've had there, we've had this product for quite some time now. And even though we made it extremely easy for the salesperson to either go out and capture a video of the car that the customer is interested in, we can't get them to do it consistently. So it's a challenge, and with AI now being a big topic of today, we looked into how can we solve this problem, where we have this very effective tool. If they do send it out a video to a customer of the car, and the way we do it is we capture them presenting the car as well. It's very effective, but getting them to consistently going out, shoot the video of the car or sending a video out is still a challenge. So what we recently released is something called Rapid Reply AI, and I just want to quickly give you some examples of what we're trying to solve here. So here's an example. Actually, let me reshare. Make sure I have audio on.
Okay. So is this difficult for the dealer to do? Because I know the dealers, as you said, aren't big on using things sometimes.
Yeah, it's very, very simple. Let me show you exactly what it looks like, and then I'll show you how easy it is to do this.
Hi, thank you for reaching out to Lesa Automotive. That 2025 Hyundai Santa Cruz is a great choice. It has less than 15,000 miles on it. It's good for 100,000 miles before you sell it. It'll confirm availability and current pricing for you right away. One of our sales specialists will be reaching out to you shortly to go over details and answer any questions you have.
So that's obviously an AI avatar, and that's really not, that's an AI generated person actually. But what we also added is the ability for the salesperson to upload a photo of themselves.
Okay.
And make that photo come alive. So here's an example. This is a photo of myself, and
Hi, Roger. Here's that 2024 Hummer EV you called about. Built on General Motors' Ultium EV platform, the Hummer EV is an imposing truck for today's demands. It's also packed with futuristic tech and surprising agility. Think of it as the cyberpunk version of a Tonka truck, all the flair, but now fueled by electrons instead of unleaded. I can have the truck pulled up for you today. What's a good time to come by and take it for a ride?
Great.
All right.
Thanks.
So that's me with my, with my voice recording. Although I think we don't have a great microphone, so sounds a little off, but it is my voice. And yeah, the salesperson simply just have to upload a photo of themselves. We have pre-created scripts depending on the inquiry. So if it's a trading inquiry or availability inquiry, financing question, we'll have template responses that mentions the person, like in this case, hi Roger.
Yeah.
But you can also change that script at any time on the fly. And so as soon as you update the script, send it out, the AI will say whatever you typed in.
Cool.
So yeah, I figured this is a great way to kick off. some of the possibilities on AI with video. There are obviously a lot of other things that we can do with AI that I can go over here later on. So just want to quickly show you guys what some of the possibilities are.
Thanks for that. And what do you think the impact is of the AI video? I mean, you've obviously got some tools there. What do you think?
Yeah, so there's a big rush today, right, in terms of coming up with AI solutions, AI agents, sales agents, and there's all kinds of AI solutions. The way I look at it is, you want to use AI to solve a problem. You just don't want to have an AI solution just to have one. In our case, the challenge was to get the salespeople to consistently, or BDC team, to consistently respond to incoming leads with a video and them recording something. They have bad hair day, or they just don't want to get on camera. So this is a solution. But what we discover, however, is this is also a great way to automatically respond very quickly to every single incoming lead with a video. We know if you respond to a lead with a video, you get a lot higher engagements and lead conversions. So this is just a great way. Every lead that comes in, you can automatically respond with a video. So that is a solution that we're providing to a problem or an opportunity here in terms of responding quickly to a lead.
Okay.
And traditionally, takes a long time to create a video and sending it out. Now we can do it within minutes.
Thanks for that. So thanks very much. So Leigh, it's the first time on the show, so I thought I would jump to you next. Please introduce yourself and tell us what you think the impact of video and AI is in 2026. I mean, you deal with a lot of dealers. Like, what are you hearing out there?
So my name is Leigh. I'm with Retail Resilient. I'm a sales director here. Before working with Retail Resilient, I was actually a student of Retail Resilient in our social selling school. I came from a large auto group, Step One Automotive, that was out of 3 different states. And we were huge. I actually started as a BDC rep and within 2 weeks was promoted to internet manager. But as an internet manager and just as the whole corporate team, videos was huge. It was a requirement for my team. You didn't get a job if you didn't interview and get on camera and show that you were comfortable doing so, because we felt the importance of it so much. The video of like, hey, yes, I'm your salesperson, here's the car, it's absolutely perfect. I agree in that. You do have higher engagement, conversions, and stuff like that. I like that he added the picture of himself and his voice. That made it a little bit better, because at first I was like, the customer is going to think that's just another computer. Is not it's just another number, not the person. So I am definitely huge on the customer service side of it, I think, because I didn't go all the way up to ownership and that way. I still see it from the consumer side, and it helps us out. But if we use too much AI, it also pushes, I think, some of the customers away. So whenever he did use it himself, I think that was definitely a better way of going. I think it's got to get a little bit more fluid and consistent to make it sound more like he's actually doing it, because it's still, the consumer's like, oh, that salesperson is so busy or just maybe too lazy to send me a real thing instead of just themselves. But the whole problem of salespeople not doing it, that is a huge thing. And no salesperson wants to get out there and get on camera. That was a huge thing that we had. So it was just taking accountability, hiring a social media coordinator, making people get out there and doing it. For us is what works. So I do like this tool. I like that they can use that photo. I speak with this one student every week, and she's like, I don't like my face being on camera. I'll talk, I'll walk around the car, and I'm like, but you're absolutely, she's a gorgeous girl. Like, so I don't know why she wouldn't want to be, except for, like he said, bad hair days, just not really feeling it. But yeah, it's definitely something. I think for those ones that are timid to do it, maybe they will, and then maybe they'll be like, I can do better than this AI video, so let's do that. So yeah, I love videos. AI, I use it all the time for work. I try not to get too much in it with the videos because they want to see the real human side of it. but trying to get the salesperson to show their human side to the client is so hard at times. I agree. They don't want to. They want to be handed the deals.
Fantastic. Thanks for that. Mr. Jason Scott, what do you think? Introduce yourself and tell us on AI and video. What's your thinking?
Yeah, I don't know if I should show what we're working on, but I'd be happy to do the same thing if you want to see a demo or anything. But thank you for having me on again. I am Jason Scott. I am one of the founders of Dealer Persona AI, an automotive insider. I speak on stages across the country, visit dealers every single day. So I've been around sales, leadership, and now AI. And my belief is simple. People are still our greatest asset in the dealership, and AI should not replace the human experience. It should enhance it. The dealers that win are going to use AI video to respond faster, personalize at scale, and just make sure the customer is seen before they even walk in the door. Impact, wow. I mean, the impact that you can get with video and everything that AI is doing, video is now the first impression. It's no longer, sending another canned text or an email or something like that. They want to feel like somebody actually sees them and listens to them. So AI video should let the dealership create that human feeling touch point faster and at scale. The impact is massive because it solves the biggest dealership problem, which is inconsistency. Some salespeople send great videos and some never do, but AI can help standardize the experience all the way across the board while still keeping it extremely personal. And that's what we're trying to do, hence the name Dealer Persona.
Thanks very much for that. Mr. Doug Thompson, what do you think?
Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Doug Thompson. I'm the publisher of VehiclesTEST.com, and we create videos on all the new Honda and Toyota models. And we're very much into the live product and actually showing actual vehicles with an actual video editor that's on camera. But we are working towards constructing these videos using AI. And, there's a number of challenges as have been noted. It's a lot of times with creating videos that are believable, it's a pass-fail type of situation. And unfortunately, right now, I've created videos on new models using like a video avatar and running footage and contributing photos and constructing a car and driver type video using AI. And it's close, but it's still not really where it needs to be. And I think that's one of the challenges, at least for my end with my product. The dealers that I work with, they really value that, the authenticity. And I think with all video, as has been noted, you have to use the tools. That's the most important part of it.
Yep.
And allowing the salespeople to have easy access to the tools, I think is one of the most important things, and getting them to use them is obviously paramount.
100%. Ron, what do you think on the tools and on AI and video? I'm hearing a lot of balance between people and AI. So go ahead. You are muted still.
How about we take that?
There you go. Go ahead.
I have dogs in the background, and I heard the barking start, so I figured I'd get them out of the office. There are a lot of different applications for AI video throughout the dealership, and it can come from everything from video walkarounds to communication tools like Jason has. There are just a lot of different applications. We use it as an agency for both 360 Auto AI and for Blue Gorilla Digital. We're making full-blown TV production spots for our clients with AI, and they come out incredible. You can do things that you wouldn't normally do, right? And you can control the environment. And from a dealer's perspective, if I want to know that my cars are being represented well and that my people are being represented well, there's no better way than to do it than to use AI. because you can control that. And there are a lot of tricks and troubles with AI. We experiment every day. And it's funny because there's so many different applications that are out there for using video. Each one of them is updating literally on a weekly basis. So something that you couldn't do 2 weeks ago, you can do now. For example, most AI videos, in a lot of instances, when you're creating straight AI from scratch, give you 8-second increments. And then you have to learn how to stitch those 8-second increments together to make a full spot. You need to know how to stretch out the audio so that it fills and doesn't slow down, because the AI will adjust to that 8 seconds. So if you're not writing appropriately, that presents a challenge. But then there are things that you can do that help with the economy of scale. And if you want, I could show an example of one where we took a photo, and I mean a rough photo off of a website.
Okay.
We took a photo out of inventory, and we took a photo of a building, a dealership in the background.
Okay.
And if I can share,
yeah, go ahead.
Let me see if I can share my sound. It's not showing me that, but
It's okay. You can share it with us.
Can you hear that?
No, you're gonna have to reshare with sound. You just click it as an option. It's all good.
So who knows how to reshare with sound?
Well, if you stop sharing,
Yeah. Oh,
and then
okay.
share again, it'll give you that option.
Okay. So let me stop sharing. Sorry about that, guys.
Well, thanks for giving me that hint, because I needed that for my future.
When you share, it gives you the option of sharing this out.
Someone did share, and I'm like,
Okay.
I don't know why the sound's not coming through, so thank y'all.
No worries. So when you share again, it'll give you that option to share the sound. It's one of the options.
Share settings.
No, you just press share, and then on the share screen, you can share your entire screen. There's an option, the little checkbox that says
Oh, there
share
it is.
sound.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You know,
Phil's training everybody.
should-
Get through it.
It should be a lot more technically advanced. So here's right off the dealer's page. This is their sales manager.
Hi, Glenn here from Clinton Nissan, and if you're looking for a new Nissan Rogue, check this out, new Rock Creek Edition. With rugged styling, enhanced all-wheel drive capabilities, and a ton of tech. Come see us today here in Clinton. Hi, Glenn here from Clinton Nissan.
And now here's the guy, same guy 2 days later, before the snow hit. We talked to our team and said, hey, it's going to snow in Iowa today. Let's change out our avatar. And
Check out this new Ford F-150 STX here at Clinton Ford. We've got the STX appearance package, massive touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay, and legendary towing capability. This truck is built to work hard and look good. Come take it for a test drive today here at Clinton Ford.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, so obviously AI has an impact, but more importantly, I know we talked a little bit about response time, and I know a number of years ago, I'm talking 26, the average response time was 2 days for internet leads. I managed an internet department at a large Honda store. And I think today the expectation for lead response is much, much higher from not only a customer, from the manufacturer. I know, Philip, you've got that ability to respond quickly with not only a video of the car, but other things. How important is response time, but more importantly, what people are getting? Does AI help with that?
Yeah, I mean, with that rapid reply AI tool that we created, we're able to respond in less than 5 minutes to an incoming lead with a video, right? With an AI avatar created a video that you saw a few minutes ago, and there's data out there that says if it takes you more than 10 minutes to respond to a lead, that lead now falls down to about 50%. And then if you respond to a lead an hour later, it's now down to 10% of you. People are impatient nowadays. They move on to the next dealership if you don't respond immediately. So, and in addition, today everyone is consuming video at an increasing rate. I mean, most people probably spend more time watching video on a 24-hour day than sleeping, than the time they spend sleeping or the time they spend working. They spend 8+ hours each day consuming video content, right? So that's what people respond to. That's what people are used to seeing. So the traditional way of selling cars, relying just on photos only on your website, or just responding to leads traditionally via an email, is just not good enough anymore. You have to really get with what the consumers are expecting today. And yes, ideally we would want the salesperson to get on the camera, shoot something, and send it to the customer. But that is a challenge. And hopefully, what Leigh mentioned before is maybe getting them off to a good start with this AI tool, that they will then be inspired to want to record more video personally, because they're seeing the effectiveness, right? Once they see how effective video is, then they'll want to do it themselves.
Hey, Ian.
Yeah.
Hey, this is such a hot topic, and I'm just looking at some of the questions and comments coming across.
Yep.
We have incredible, and I want to thank all the guests, number one, for being here.
Yep.
You're all phenomenal. I know all of you really are leaders in your space. But one of the questions that someone just came across, which I think is really important, because Leigh brought it up earlier, and I caught what you said, Leigh, about how hard it is to get people to do things. So one of the questions is, we all know how important video and response time is. What are some of the best practices that are being seen? So, for example, we've got Doug Thompson. He works with a big dealer group out of California. So Yotto has some big clients. Why don't we go and take a deep dive to the people that are in the audience today and talk about some of the things that you're seeing being done? It doesn't specifically have to be about your project, what they're doing with AI at their dealership to be successful. And let's dive into that. And then what I want to go back, once we finish that, then I want to dive into addressing, and I want to spend a little time, I want to save a little time at the end of the show to talk about, because I think the problem everyone has spoken on about is, how do we actually get the salespeople to do it? So let's talk about what the best practices are that you're seeing with some of your clients across the board with some of you guys, and then what you're seeing as best practices, and then let's finish out the show talking about how do we get the salesperson to actually use the tools that are available.
So why don't we start with Leigh on that, since she trains dealers, her team trains dealers on just best practices in general and other tools. Is that your job there, Leigh?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Definitely. So I will say that we don't work with a lot of AI video at Retail Resilient. We train them to create their own videos. We want to see the human eyes of them. So my take is probably slightly different, but I still think it can be applied the same way. And it would be having a social media coordinator, someone that is designated at the dealership that's going around and saying, hey, let me see what you put out. I need to see the video. I need to see that it's on there. One of the things that we teach our owners and managers is to actually have a spreadsheet of all of the sales staff with their username, like their social media user link already in there. So all they have to do is weekly or daily, whatever their routine is click on their page and see what they're putting out there on social media. So mine is more social media, but as an internet manager, it was leads. So of course, going into the CRM and then being able to see, are we able to see the attachments through the CRM that's being sent, or is it only through like a text message? Are we using a platform that is so that we can actually hold them accountable? But it's really having someone at each dealership, and not even like, I've been at dealerships where you have like one person up here and they're like coming down to 2 or 3 different dealerships, but they're only at one location, each day. You need someone at each location that's engaging them to get out there and kind of push them to do this and to actually use these tools. That has been the thing that worked for me as an internet manager, is literally going to the computer desk and saying, hey, you just got a new internet lead. Why hasn't it been answered yet? It's been 5 minutes. You've had plenty of time to jump up, make that phone call, and then go outside and start the video. And you're still sitting on your desk, not dialing anything, watching Netflix. Like, I can't see the screen that you just minimized. And they don't want to get out there and do that. So it's having someone on the ground level kind of going out there and saying, hey, you just had this come through. I need to make sure it gets done. Now, when they are with a customer already currently, that's why you would also want to have that digital coordinator, the social media coordinator, so that maybe they can jump in and help make that video in the meantime and say, hey, I answered that for you. I got this great video, but they don't need to count on that person, you know, rely on them constantly, because one person cannot answer 100 leads, you know, or however many leads we're getting each day or on a monthly basis. I know I got like over 300 in a month. I can't make 300 videos myself. I need my team. But having someone that's showing them how to do it and then showing them how to do it and holding them accountable, that is my biggest way, is having them do it, is having someone on the ground floor. Here at Retail Resilient too, we are known to fly into some of these dealerships and train them how to make these videos, because they're like, no, my sales staff won't do it. But when we get there on the ground floor, they're kind of like, I want to. But then they get in there and they have fun and they realize that it's not something horrible to do. It's fun, it's engaging. And then when the customers on the other side are responding, I've had customers literally send me a video back of their trade-in. They're like, oh wow, I've never seen a video like this before, but here, I'll send you one too. And I was like, oh, look at that engagement. I love it. So yeah, just having someone, making sure that they show them how to do it and hold them accountable, and even making it, you know, hey, let's go do this together. Let's go do it. Let me show you how to do it. Because at first it really is hard. But, you know, making it a consistent thing, a habit, 3 days, 7 days, you know, 30 days, boom, it's a habit.
Hey, Leigh, I just got a question for you. What's the main goal? You know, what are we trying to accomplish here? And because I hear that often, and I'm not pushing back on you, but, you know, what is the goal of the dealer? I want my salespeople to be face-to-face. I want them to be engaged and actually talking to the customer. And, you know, I go talk to dealers all the time, and they're still using this old beat up phrase called speed to lead. That's all they care about. And I'm like, you know what speed to lead is? It's nothing but time to template. That's all they're doing. They just want to get you off their back and get all this management that's coming down from other dealerships and saying, all right, I did my 10 videos, or I did my 10 text messages and things like that. I followed up with 250 people within 5 minutes this morning. And I can do it with one avatar, one AI video. It's always me. It's always personalized. I always use the customer's name. There is an actual way nowadays that we can do this. We can go take care of one salesperson, and they can take care of everything in one shot, so that they can focus on the lowest hanging fruit and not just focused on 5 hours of doing video content. Because I get it. It's a heavy, heavy load. And if we're running around the dealership all day long, just beating our salespeople up, why didn't you send out the video? Why didn't you send out the video? How long do you think these people are going to stick around? They're coming over to our dealerships right next door and saying, they do it all for me. They created an avatar. They created my persona. They created my personality. They're going to do the heavy lifting, which AI should do, so I can focus on the actual, you know, personalized response where I'm talking to the people and going after the lowest hanging fruit, because that's what's most important. The technology doesn't sell the car. It's the face-to-face interactions that actually sells the car, and they want to see your face just like they saw it on social media. So when they come to the store, they're ready to go and ready to rock and roll. Do you mind if I show you just really quick a little bit of the difference? I hope you don't mind. I didn't really jump in, but I hear this often, and I'm like, you know, there's got to be a different way. So I'm going to try and share the sound again. Just
okay.
So we'll see if this works. And oops. I don't know where I just went. Stop share. All right. Let me try that one more time.
You'll get it figured out.
All right. And, you know, this is unscripted, so I'm going to kind of show you the personalized side of things. Can you see my screen okay?
You haven't shared it again yet.
Oh.
Now you're getting it. Nice.
Is it showing now?
Nope.
No. Interesting. It's asking me to install Zoom on this device. Okay. Well, I'm going to show you in a minute when we come back.
No worries.
And I'll get my computer situated.
Started to share there for a second, Jason.
It did?
Yep.
Yeah. It's asking me to sign. Did you see a bunch of personal pictures?
Yep.
There you go. There you go.
See? So, you know, obviously, my beautiful wife right here and some friends, and this little baby right here is the future MMA champion of the world. He's from Brazil, and he's my godson. So I'm working on that. But I want to show you an example of my response. You know, when I send something like this, I want to point out a couple different things. One, I prime the phone with a simple question. I just want to make sure I got the right person. So I'll send a little message over, even if I don't share a picture. As you can see right here, hey, did that picture come through? This person responds, John responds, and now it says, what picture? So now I got a response. Now it's going to show at the top of the phone, and it's going to say maybe Jason on it. So now I have primed the phone. After that, I'll send another quick text message, and then I'm going to send a video. Now, the difference here is I send a video to their actual phone. It is not a link. It's not a static image. It's not going to take them to the dealer website. It is an actual blue bubble on their phone that's actually going to show up. And then I follow it up with my voice, doing a little voice memo. So now, even if it is AI, I've called them out by name. I've interacted with them. I sent them a voice memo. I kind of did everything. So there's my first response. So if I was getting 10 templates versus mine, and it came in 20 minutes later even, which one do you think is going to get the response? But here's where it really kind of breaks down and what the video may look like. I'm going to grab just, a random one. Here, we talked about Nissan.
Hey Rick, it's Jason. I know you love your current Nissan, but I had to show you this before everyone starts talking about it. This is the new 2026 Nissan Rogue plug-in hybrid. Electric for your daily drives, gas hybrid range for longer trips, all-wheel drive, and room for 7. Text me back and I'll send you the details.
So I didn't say, anything else, but text me back. It's short. It's like the same kind of message that I would send a friend or a colleague or anything like that. And the use cases are limitless. I mean, there's a million things you can do. But what about recalls in the service department? How many of our service advisors are doing things like this?
Hey Scott, it's Jason over at CDJR. I wanted to reach out before you got a letter in the mail. Your Pacifica has a safety recall on the side curtain airbags. It's a free repair, fully covered by Chrysler, and I've already got a loan out lined up for you. Just shoot me a quick reply so I know you got this, and I'll have my assistant lock everything in for you.
So when I'm sharing this stuff with you, I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. You're doing everything right, but why not do this at scale? If I spent 10 minutes with a salesperson, made their persona, I can put them in service, I could put them in sales, I can do a buyback campaign, I can do anything. And in 5 minutes, they're done with all their follow-up for the day. And
I
they're
love everything that you just showed. Everything looked great. I like the service part of it. And then I'm trying to think, like, whenever we're talking about this today, this is more for like when leads are coming in. And like my job is geared more towards just social media. Like we live and breathe on Facebook. So we do the organic social media fun videos. So like I'm trying to switch from retail resilient side and from whenever I was an internet manager side and stuff. So no, as an internet manager, I love what you just showed me. Yes, it's something I would probably tell my dealership, like, please, please, please look into this. But like some of the ones that are looking to AI, that would be the one I would be steering clear from. I did see one on social media the other day, and it was a AI generated person, the sound and everything. And I was like, oh, they used to make really cool videos that look like Marvel movies. I was in them. I was like, and that's what we're doing now. I was like, oh, that's great for a lead generation type thing, but not for social media to put out on Facebook. So two different total entities, I would say. But yeah, no, for lead generation, if it saves my salespeople time, I would totally engage and want something like this. But I also don't want to make them too lazy where they depend on nothing and can't actually do any work themselves either. That's the hugest thing too. But I say that because the dealership I was at, they had plenty of time to do it. But if you're at one of these dealerships that you're selling 600 cars a month, yeah, we need some of that kind of assistance. And it will also take those smaller dealerships to, selling those larger numbers as we're starting to get more time and helping. But there's still time that some of these dealerships can do on their own and stuff like that. But no, I love it. And like I always tell them, they're like, well, why would I want to make a video? So that they come in and see your face and know where to go. Otherwise, someone else just stole your deal because they're like, oh yeah, they're not here right now. I was like, you're guaranteeing a sale for yourself and not splitting it, hopefully. So why would you not want to use AI? Why would you not want to use a video? So yeah, I like what you have. I like that it looked a lot more natural than some of the ones I've seen in the past. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
So now we're
going to shake the tree, get those apples down to the ground, and let the salespeople pick them up.
Yeah, we want that bottom funnel. We don't want the high funnel.
And now a quick word from our sponsors.
If you look at the last 4 years again, we've answered 41 million phone calls for dealers over the last 4 years with our AI platform. We've also handled over 150 million text messages. And so when you look at just those raw numbers, that's a 4-to-1, 3.5, 4-to-1 text to phone call. So I don't know. Here's what I can tell you, though. I believe that the customer wants to be met where they are presently. If that is text, voice, video call, if they want to be engaged instantly.
I'm Vince Delmonico, General Sales Manager with Cruise Ford Lincoln. Larry Feldman came out and did one of our training courses. Absolutely incredible. I sat through the course myself. The engagement that our salespeople gained from it, the excitement that he brings. It was a new way of looking at things that we're already doing and how we can improve them. Love it. It's literally the best thing since sliced bread.
My name's Fareed Ahmed. I'm the founder and CEO of DSMA. So why should you use DSMA to sell your most valuable asset? The answer is very simple. It's our unparalleled approach to our clients' needs and satisfaction. Remember, DSMA, we're real people doing real deals.
Meta, Instagram, social, and your team is still waiting for ups like it's 1999. Let's be honest. Your market isn't watching TV commercials. They're double tapping and engaging with your competitors on social media posts. People are shopping these days for cars and servicing their vehicles in between watching cat videos.
Thanks very much. So I thought I would add Doug to the conversation now. I hear, Doug, you work with a small Toyota store, Luongo Toyota. So maybe you can share a little bit about the experience at Luongo and video, because they sell a few Toyotas, I'm told.
Well, I mean, they're for them, the quality of the content matters, and I think whether it's AI video in the sense of how you write the scripts or what kind of data you have going in so the AI can create the video, I think that is one of the things that I focus on the most, is creating great content. And so I can't really speak to the intricacies of how people are responding to the videos through their emails and through the CRM. My job and the thing that I focus on is just creating great content and figuring out ways now to use AI to be able to make that even better and faster at scale. And when we are working on things in the background to be able to do that. So with Luongo, I mean, their processes are very regimented, and the dealership is they use the videos in all their emails, the videos that I create. And so, you know, I'm just really happy that I've got a company like that values video, and you know, I'm able to hopefully explore some of the ways the AI can help.
So it's not just about video, it's about the quality. Go ahead.
Yeah, just a little clarification. When you're saying with Luongo Toyota, are you saying that they're sending, I've seen your video, I know your videos pretty well. So if I'm a customer and I reach out to Luongo Toyota and say, I'm interested in a new Tundra, you're telling me that from Luongo, they basically will email that video to the customer as part of the sales process. Is that kind of what I'm hearing from you?
Exactly, yes.
Okay, great.
So
you're preparing the content. So for somebody who, quite frankly, like we talked about, you're always going to have these certain people in the sales force that don't want to be on video. Your product creates a resource where now they don't have to be on video. They can simply send a video that is a full presentation on that particular vehicle.
Right, it's already done. So I mean, it just creates I know we're going to talk about this later, but an easier way to use the tools.
Okay.
This is a video that's already done. It's got all the features and benefits of the new model. And so it doesn't need to be touched by a salesperson in the sense of going on camera. And I agree that going on camera is great. And I think that you know, with these AI tools and from what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, it's that front end work to make the script rich and have the value, so that even the AI can take it and create something that has value for the consumer, instead of just checking the box and saying that, yes, we have someone on camera. And I think, you know, everybody's working really hard. I can see all that with the examples of working really hard to be able to do that and to be able to create something that has a lot of value for the consumer. But again, it takes that front end work and the research and being able to write a script that's not just a bunch of words, but actually has value for the consumer.
Yeah, I mean, I think it needs to be personal. That's not to say it shouldn't be high quality. Ron, what do you think? You're muted, by the way.
I think you can do high quality as well. I mean, you saw those little examples I gave a little earlier, and you know, once you have that avatar created, everything else becomes easy. The hardest part of this is getting the avatar right and getting the look right in the atmosphere that you're doing. But once you have that shaped, all we have to do is take a copy and type in 2 sentences, and now he's got that walk around. You just take the features of that car and you got to do that, put those 2 together and hit the create button, and the AI takes over in video editing, and you're ready to go very quickly. So from, Leigh was mentioning, the quantity, and when you're doing that on social media, we do this with our clients now. So now I have a client that I can do 1 avatar of him. I can go and tell my guys in 1 day, make 12 videos of him, and now I've got 3 video posts for the entire month, all done in literally a half a day, that they can post on Instagram, Facebook, etc. Now, the other part of this is fun stuff, and I'll share one, is you can do your full-blown production for television. If you're a dealer out there listening to us right now, and you're thinking about the TV production and what are the capabilities, and I only brought this spot up because Leigh triggered something when she mentioned something about superheroes. So here's one we did last month for a car dealership, and everything you're going to see here is 100% AI. The female spokesperson, her outfit and what she changes to, and you'll see a dog later on the screen, but I'll play a 30-second spot and you'll see exactly how this can be used for OTT, connected TV, broadcast television. Really put your dealership in a good image and then get across your big urgent message. And so let's try to share this right now.
There you go. Go ahead.
Want a great deal in a flash? Head to the Hallmark Subaru Flash Sale. For 3 days only, get financing as low as 0.9%. Or a new Outback Premium for only $299 per month. For 3 days only, buy or lease a new Subaru and make no payments till summer. And for 3 days only, get max value for your trade. The deals are here now, but they'll be gone in a flash. Hallmark Subaru, in the heart of Birmingham.
So that dog, it's funny, when we took on this client, he wanted us to create a brand. So we created a brand using the top dog breed in the state of Alabama, which was a retriever. We named him Max for max value, max savings, max for your trade. But now he's in the spot. The dealer actually went out and bought a real dog that night. Bought a puppy, that black retriever, named him Max. Now they're fully merchandised. The entire showroom is merchandised. The dog is in there in a doghouse inside the showroom. But that wasn't the real dog. Looked just like him, but that's an avatar. So that female spokesperson is the spokesperson for the dealership. But we did a flash sale. She became a superhero like that. It literally is able. You're able to do so many different creative things once you have that persona created. And Jason mentioned the same thing. His application brings it right to the showroom floor with being able to respond in a personalized message. What Leigh does for social media, we used to do, and we used to send a 4 to 6 person crew out on location to shoot 3 months worth of authentic, real content from the dealership side. And I encountered so many problems at every dealership we went to. People who, maybe they had a record, maybe they didn't want their ex to know they're in town, whatever it is. They're kind of keep a low profile. This is the car industry, remember, guys. So we're talking real stuff here. But so many people that did not want to be on camera, and we had to coax them. Eventually, yes, a lot of them would sway, but a lot of them won't. Now, when we present the avatar and they see themselves, it's like, okay, I don't have to do it. They're afraid. Salespeople they're not spokespeople. They're afraid to be on camera. And this takes that fear out for them. And now it's cool to them. They see this avatar and they see themselves out there. And now they can do 20 commercials for the entire month and send it out to all their friends. And what happens now? They get the reaction from everybody. Hey, I saw you on Facebook, right? And that they're fueled by that. And that enthuses them to want to do more and to create more. So AI just brings volume plays, and right now Google loves volume. Google loves video. It eats it up. It's looking for any referral that you have that can be posted and come back to your website with a link. Google's loving that. That's true reality of what's happening with Google's SEO algorithms today. So AI makes that easier for a dealer to spit out more video content in volume. And you're limited to what you and your agency can come up with as far as thoughts, ideas, directions, strategies, because there's a whole service strategy, there's a used car strategy, there's a sales strategy, there's a personalization. I mean, Jason was telling me a story recently about the avatar they did for a general manager or an owner of a dealer group that raised funds. Is Jason still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you share that
I won't,
story?
I won't call him out or anything like that, but he simply just sent out a thank you message. Hey, I just wanted to thank you. Your business means so much to me. You know, if you felt you had an exceptional experience, please leave us a review. But more importantly, I just wanted to let you know that your purchase donated $250 towards animal welfare in our area. And if you'd like to add more, you're more than welcome to. And it was the highest fundraising that he's ever done. And all he was doing was just sending out messages saying, hey, thanks for your business. I'm going to donate because, you know, you supported us and we're going to support you and support our community. And it just crushed it. And every single message that went out, he called him out by name. He's this famous guy all over TV in their area. Everyone knows who he is. And they're like, this guy's sending me a personal message and saying me by name, like, hey, Jason, thanks for your purchase of your 2012 Toyota Camry or something like that. But it was just so hyper personalized that everyone felt encouraged. They're like, this famous person reached out to me on my cell phone and asked or said he was going to make a donation. So I doubled down. I put more money in, and he ended up getting $250,000 out of it.
Wow, fantastic. So how do you get started? I mean, that's I think the big question. And I know Leigh's got some experience there, as does everybody else. But how does a dealer get started when they're afraid, they're in witness protection, they're not sure if that person, guy or gal, looks good on video? I mean, what like how do you coerce them? How do you coax them in? Go ahead, Leigh.
I would say it's about meeting with the team and finding out what their goals are, and then coming up with a strategy, and then kind of letting them know, well, you reached out to me because you wanted to be more visual on social media, or maybe you wanted that video sent out during your lead. So it's just showing them that they reached out to you, showing the value of it, and then just constantly, at times, honestly, for video, it is following up and showing them, because it is a fear of everything. But yeah, I would say that would be what I would say. Yeah.
Fantastic. Philip, how do you think, how do you get them started? How do your clients, when you say, hey, we're going to be doing some video, how do they get started? Like, how do you coerce them to get engaged on it?
Well, I mean, we actually just have a quick question for Ron. So Ron, you know, the video that you just showed, I mean, if you were to produce that traditionally with a video production team editing, and compared to generating, what's the cost factor in terms of savings that the dealership is
huge?
saving?
A typical shot like that, where you're paying for talent and on air and in studio, minimum of $5,000. I have a client that spent $30,000 on a commercial with multiple scenes very recently, and we came in and took over this account a few months ago, and I did a commercial that beat it hands down, and it was not automotive, but he paid $1,500 for it instead of $30,000, and he was ecstatic, right?
Exactly.
And that's the big difference, is the cost differential. Now, granted, the first one might cost you a fortune, okay, because AI does some funny things. I just did a personalized video. I went on a fishing trip to the Bahamas, and I put a video together with my buddies, and we made a song out of it and had these clips. The AI would change every time I added a new generation. It would change the look slightly. And it's crazy because it will do funky things. So when you're generating, we'll generate 4 clips at a time and hope that one of them is going to match perfectly and be able to continue our little 8-second segment, right? So you have to use a lot of credits, but still, credits are still way, way cheaper than going out and doing a production shoot in person. So no matter what you do, even though it makes time as an agency, it may take us time. The main time is in that initial development, and then after that, things start to flow a lot easier. So then you take an avatar, and then you go in and you just change the outfit, and now that avatar just regenerates itself just in a different outfit.
Yeah, so tremendous amount of savings. I mean, the reason why I brought that up, Ian, is on our end, we say the same thing to the dealership. We say, hey, you'll probably get a lot of phone calls from consumers or customers wanting to see a video of the car. Either calling or emailing in, hey, can you go out and shoot a video of that car for me? And having a salesperson go out and taking the time to pull the car out, shoot a video, send it to the customer, that takes at least 20 minutes. I mean, sure, it's very effective, but are you really using your salesperson effectively? I mean, is that person time spent efficiently? And the answer is no, right? So by showing them that, we and showing them how they can easily just upload an image of themselves, personified, just like what Jason said, and you don't have to go out and do anything because you can send it automatically. The way we've done it is 10 times simpler. I mean, it's just a matter of just uploading a photo of yourself. You always look good, and you have pre-created scripts that you can use, that you can modify. So there's virtually no learning curve. So the way we do it is just compared to what you have to do now, and compared to how you can do it at scale, right? What Jason and Ron said, and we can make it so much easier, and you're using your sales team's time more efficiently. That's the most important thing. So once you show them that, I think they'll realize that this should be almost a no-brainer. And AI is not perfect now, but it's going to get better by the day, right? And it's going to get so good that it's going to be even very hard to distinguish, right?
Let me touch on based on what you just said. Pick one of your dealerships that's successful with this. What is their process to get the salespeople to actually do this? I know your product is fabulous, so it's great, but tell us about one of your stores that's having great success, and what are they doing to incentivize to get the salespeople to actually use the tools?
Well, so Rapid Reply AI, we launched it earlier this year, right? And prior to that, we made it very easy for the salesperson they don't even have to go out and shoot anything. We have another application to allow the photographer to capture every single car they have in inventory. And the salesperson just grabs it, personalizing it with a picture-in-picture, and sending it up. We still were struggling trying to get them consistently take that picture-in-picture video, recording, like a 30-second clip. So now we have dealerships that are sending this out without having to do pretty much anything. All they have to do is just occasionally just modify the script. We had dealerships that were on the beta program. Every single one of them have since gone off the beta program and have continued to use our product. So they were seeing great results, and I think the results is what motivated them to want to continue. And to be honest,
You're saying great results. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Thanks. Doug, what do you think? I mean, obviously you got dealers doing it. If they have it already done for them, as Philip said, does that make it likely? I mean, obviously Luongo does it, but does that make them more likely to use it if they have that resource, or is it mandated? What do you think?
I think that is the biggest challenge. It's if the lot service is out taking all the photos of the vehicles and you've got a good inventory of images, that works really well. But if the vehicles are not in stock, or if they're in transit and there are no photos, you can be at a disadvantage there because you don't have a video at the time, and that can hurt you. It still comes down to the quality of the content, and I think that the consumers are savvy, and if it's not just a game out there to be able to create videos using AI. The quality really matters as far as what the customer's seeing, what they believe, and I think AI is getting there, and I think that there's going to be a way to merge the two with the data that comes in from each specific vehicle on that VIN and having a way to be able to translate that into video that is believable and it looks real for the consumer. I think that's going to be the end goal, and we're working on that, but it's not coming together as easily as I would have thought. But
it's coming though.
Said,
You
it's
have to
coming.
admit, yeah, it's coming, right? I mean, today you have dealerships use not stock photos, but really good photos to show cars that are in transit, right? 30 sets of AI photos, so to speak, of cars in transit. So I think it's just a matter of time when you're gonna see a video of that car in transit, but a video, an AI generated video, maybe from the photos, right? And I think that's coming for new cars anyway. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Sooner or later that's gonna happen.
So we're almost out of time, just shockingly. Next week's show is going to be on mobile service. So if you're not using video for mobile service for MPIs, you should be definitely doing that, whether it's in store or elsewhere. Service videos get watched a lot anyway, but it definitely helps. But final thoughts. Let's start with Jason. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to drop in one really quick. I'm going to give all the salespeople out there a way to piss off their managers. So all the managers out there, I'm going to get you a little bit upset. But, all of our salespeople, I'm sure they're pretty familiar with social media, how to use it. We are a true SaaS company. You just go to dealerpersona.ai. You upload 10 pictures. You read the teleprompter that's on the thing. You'll capture your voice. You're done. You're ready to respond to 1,000 customers, 5,000 customers, whatever you want to do. It is not a long, drawn-out process. You don't need to sit down and record videos and do all this other stuff. We can do it all for you. Just upload your pictures. We'll capture your voice. And then you can make any kind of video you want. Follow up, old leads, new leads, however you want to do it. We're going to make it nice and easy for you. But keep in mind, you are the greatest asset. Let AI do all the heavy work so you can get in front of those customers.
Thanks for that. Leigh, final thoughts.
Just get out there, do your video, whether you're going with an AI generated one or you're going to put yourself out there on social media. Be human and show them that you are fun, that you're easy to work with, and you got to be relevant. So if you're not on social media, and that's again where my strong suit is social media, is they're going to forget about you. So don't let them forget about you. Stay relevant.
Fantastic. Ron.
Same thing, just jump right in head first. Dealers still have an inherent fear of AI because there's so many different forms of AI. They're not sure of what to do or where to start, and that's paralysis by analysis, right? Forget it, just jump in. You got Dealer Persona, you've got 360 Auto AI and Blue Gorilla Digital. You've got a million options out there to take the burden off your hand. Let your people focus on what they do best. Take the busy work and the hard work off of them and put it into these outside vendors that will help you really create efficiency, save you a ton of money. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. And it's going to increase your ROI. You just got to go do it. It's Nike. Yeah, a little swoosh. Just do it.
Fantastic. Doug.
Remember that quality matters, and put the work in the front end to be able to create, whether it's AI video or actual video you shoot. Remember to put the time in on the front to make sure that it's accurate and that it's compelling and that it helps the consumer when they're watching this, and it's not just fluff. So quality matters, and also use your vendors and call them, and we pick up the phone and we're there to help our customers succeed.
Fantastic. Phil.
Yeah, for us is, again, use AI to solve a problem, right? So we talked a lot about, AI avatars today, but we use AI, we have a patent pending process to use AI to extract photos from the video. So you capture the video and you'll get photos. So you don't have to take photos, you don't have to take video, you just take a video and you get photos that come along with it. So using AI. So AI can be utilized in many different ways. So we also use AI to make the video, the walk around video more engaging of the car, like AI spotlights where you can jump around, look at navigation, look at tires, trunk. You can jump around in the video to make it interactive. we have AI labels that shows up that shows, oh, this what you're looking at is 18-inch alloy wheels or by xenon headlights, right? So as you see the video, the little labels popped up in AI. We use AI to identify those parts. So yeah, AI is, I mean, the imagination of how you can apply it is really limitless. So there's a really great ways to really take advantage. But the main thing is, don't just use AI for the sake of AI, but use it to solve a problem or engage the customer better.
Thanks very much. Peter.
Hey, I just want to thank our guests. I mean, Leigh, it was wonderful having you on there, because the one thing that I took away from you that I want to reiterate to everybody is, don't just sit and wait. Get out there, start doing something. There's all of these great tools, no matter what the product is. You've got videos with cars, you've got AI, all these great tools. The secret is make yourself present on social media. Get out there, start talking to people, start building that relationship, and leverage all of the tools that the other panel members shared with you. They're all available to you. They're all out there. Go grab some of that content, but just start sharing it with video, because people love watching videos. And if you're the person sending the videos, they're going to build a relationship with you. They're going to feel comfortable with you, and they're going to come by for you. With that being said, thank you all for joining us today. I'm glad that this was one of the best shows we've had in a long time. A tremendous amount of great information. Really want to thank all of our guests for their time today, and really appreciate you all for being part of the show.
Have a great week. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Next
Bye-bye.
one, yeah.
Thank you for helping the industry get better today live.